There's some challenges with being an animation studio in the Midwest. Impetus for a lot of animators and filmmakers, if they want to go and be part of the industry, quote unquote the industry, is to move to the coast, because that's where the industry is at. And I found myself feeling really discouraged, like, hey, I want to do all these things, but I also don't want to leave Oklahoma, because I love Oklahoma and my family's here. I want my daughter to grow up here. My name is Mason Drumm. I'm the creative director at Loud Cloud Animation Studio, and we specialize in telling stories through stop motion animation. Stop motion is a very old school medium of storytelling. You say you have an object, you take a photo of the object, move the object, take a photo, move the object again, take a photo. When you play back, it's a series of photos. The object is animated or it's brought to life. Everything we do is done by hand. So whenever you are watching a stop motion film, you're seeing real objects and you're seeing like real things come to life. So I think that's just, from an aesthetics point of view, it's just very interesting. It's such an iterative process that includes so many different mediums, from crafting to modeling to filmmaking to photography to set building, and I love all that stuff. So we are in downtown Edmond. I'm really honored and thankful that I have an actual brick and mortar space to do the work that we do.
He's a nice boss. He offers a nice amount of direction, but still allows a lot of room to kind of explore whatever it is you're doing on your own.
So right now I have a handful of people that started as interns. One of those people is Ross. He is somebody that I rely on for as many projects as I can because he's an incredibly talented person. We have Marlise. She comes in, she's gotten to animate on projects as well. And just depending on, from project to project, we'll hire out for various needs, whether that's concept artists or even other animators. There's an incredible animator here in Oklahoma City. Her name's Nicole Emmons. We'll try to bring her in if we can. Chili Pepper is our studio dog. She is a miniature dachshund and she's perfect. And she just lays around all day. From 2015 to 2019, I was a videographer and photographer at the University of Oklahoma in their marketing department. And every once in a while, they would be like, "Hey Mason, it's National Donut Day. Can we animate some donuts?" And I grew up with animating flip books, like drawing on little yellow sticky notepads and bringing little stick figures to life. So I was like, I'll do that, but with a camera. And so, basically no equipment, just like a tripod and a camera. I remember going and doing this donut video and bringing it to life, and people liked it. It did well on social. People, as far as engagement goes, stop motion performs really well. From there, I was like, man, that was fun. I got to do photography. I got to set up the exposure. I got to frame things, do composition, but I also got to work with my hands and animate and there was something very tangible about stop motion that I'm drawn to. The first animation that I put on YouTube, it was called Endomation. It was like a Jurassic Park fan film. I worked on it for 7 months in my garage, sweat away. I built all the sets myself. I had some friends that helped me paint some of the set, help paint some of the figures that I animated it with. But it was fun, and it was through that project really that I fell in love with stop motion. Put that on YouTube, and it has 6 million views now. It's crazy. So that encouraged me to do more. Initially, I was asking, I'd go to restaurants, I'd ask local small businesses, hey, can I do can I make some content for your social media? And so I kind of built up my portfolio and experience until finally, I think my first big project was a commercial gig for the Sci-Fi Channel. Produced it entirely in my garage. Eventually I got to the point where I could quit my full-time job to pursue Loud Cloud Animation Studios. If there's one person that I can point towards to say thank you for any of the success that we've had, it's Brant Smith at the University of Oklahoma's Fabrication Lab. And he was the one that hired me to be a photographer and videographer. So he's always kind of served in this mentorship position. And Brant always opens his doors to Loud Cloud to say, hey, come, if you want to tell stories, we want you to do it here.
The high-level purpose of the Fabrication Lab here at the University of Oklahoma is to support entrepreneurship. We think that if we can increase entrepreneurship here within the region, that only benefits OU students. They've got skill sets that add value to entrepreneurs. So the Fabrication Lab is one of those efforts where if somebody's got an idea for a thing that you can touch, they could come here and make it. We've got all manner of equipment, 3D printers, laser cutters, all the way into wood manufacturing and some metal manufacturing as well. So when Mason takes on a project, he can turn to the Fab Lab and say, here's the equipment that I'm going to use. And what I think is really special was he got connected to OU students who have a skill set that he does not, so that he can employ them in the use of equipment.
I first met Mason when he came into the lab one day, probably a year or so ago, and I kind of expressed to him, hey, I've got a skill set of, I can use laser cutters, I can use 3D printers, I can use Adobe Illustrator, so hey, if you need any help, let me know. A couple months went by, I get a message from Mason, hey, I need some help with this new project we've got. I mean, working for someone like Mason, having opportunities here in Oklahoma, I thought when I got into college that I was gonna have to move out to LA or I was gonna have to move out to Atlanta to do the kind of stuff that I'm doing now. And I don't. I live, I don't know, 20 miles from where I grew up.
What I found just through failed relationships, through failed jobs and this, that, and the other is that I need something that pushes me and challenges me. And whether it's something like race that does that like physically or the stop motion medium, like you cannot exhaust the needs of any project with stop motion. And I think I'm really drawn to the fact that it enables me to push as hard as I want to on certain things, to grow myself, to meet potential, and to always just keep growing. Yeah, I'm doing this because this is the best medium for me to, I guess, whether it's express myself or just stay busy, I don't know. It just seems like the most fitting thing for me to do. And I love it, and I feel honored and thankful that it's had any level of success. And I am humbled by any of the artists that we get to work with. I get to meet so many cool people and work with so many incredibly talented people. So I feel like I'm a better person because of it. So yeah, and I feel nothing but thankfulness I feel like to have arrived to where I am right now, to see potential in the future, but to try to not get too big for my britches or anything,